Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baron, has reportedly gone missing, and he is absolutely losing his mind over it. At first, people had the wrong idea about Ava's relationship with Diddy. Rumors floated around that she wasn't treated well, that maybe she wasn't truly part of the family. But now, the streets are telling a very different story. Sources close to the situation are saying Ava was embraced like one of Diddy's own children, loved, protected, and treated like family. But just when you think there's a glimmer of something wholesome in this entire messy saga, the worst happens. Ava has vanished. And from what we're hearing, the situation does not look good. Now, Diddy may be sitting behind bars right now. But don't think for a second that he's staying silent or passive. Word is he's planning something dark and dangerous for whoever dared to snatch Ava. The streets are buzzing, and it sounds like chaos is about to erupt. Let's be real. You can say a lot of things about Diddy and there's plenty to say, but one thing people agree on is that he's always shown up as a father. Twisted, yes. Flawed, absolutely. But when it comes to his kids, there's no denying the fierce loyalty he seems to have. Take Quincy Brown. For example, Kim Porter's son with Al B. Sure. Diddy didn't just play stepdad, he adopted Quincy, and raised him as his own, even though Quincy's biological father is still very much alive. Sure, there are wild rumors that Diddy tried to have Al B. Sure taken out of the picture. But that's a rabbit hole for another day. What's clear is this: Diddy loved Quincy like a son. Quincy even stood by him during his legal storm, showing up in court to support the man who raised him. So it makes sense that Diddy would have a similar attachment to Ava, a young white girl he claimed to have adopted during the pandemic. By all accounts, he treated her like family, and now that she's missing, all hell is about to break loose.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baron.
Ava Baron Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents that mature my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Hey, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, you want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So you play with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and say all of that. Just make it crazy out here.
I met Jesse and Twyla when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then basically sister, four of us. So.
6 months.
I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Baron Combs.
At the time, Diddy's announcement felt like a rare moment of light during some of the darkest days the world had seen in years. The pandemic was in full swing. People were losing their jobs, losing loved ones, losing hope. So when Diddy said he had taken in a young girl off the streets to raise her as his own daughter, it was seen as a noble gesture, a breath of fresh air in a suffocating moment. But once the truth about Diddy began unraveling, that moment, that video took on a much darker tone. Fans went back and rewatched it, and suddenly, everything felt off and creepy. Given the disturbing allegations that have since surfaced about Diddy, it's no surprise that people began questioning his real motives, especially when he decided to adopt a child who was already in a vulnerable at-risk position. And then Diddy said the quiet part out loud. He compared himself to Madonna. Now, if you've been anywhere near a headline in the last 20 years, you already know Madonna's adoption history is not squeaky clean. On the surface, sure, it looks like another celebrity trying to give a child a better life, but in reality, Madonna's name has been surrounded by serious accusations of exploitation, especially by the Ethiopian World Federation, who alleged that she violated international laws and manipulated families into giving up their children under false promises of education and support only to cut off all ties. So when Diddy name-dropped her as an example, yeah, that raised a lot of red flags. It was not the move. Especially not for someone trying to prove he's a loving, trustworthy father figure. And once people started to really look back at that video, they noticed Ava didn't seem okay. Her body language felt forced, her smile tight, her eyes unsettled. Something just wasn't right. And it wasn't just one or two people who picked up on it, the internet was buzzing. In 2023, fans started sharing clips and screenshots, pointing out how the energy in the room felt off. Almost like everyone in that video was pretending a little too hard, and then it got worse. Ava disappeared. No more posts, no more sightings, no appearances in public, or even in Diddy's social media. She just vanished. And the timeline. Suspicious. Her disappearance happened right around the time Diddy's sons, Christian and Justin, were getting exposed for their disturbing behavior towards women. Let's talk about Christian first. He's been sued for allegedly assaulting a woman on a yacht during a family vacation. Yes, during a family vacation, where Diddy's younger daughters were also present. That's horrifying. The woman claimed she was assaulted while the rest of the family was on the same yacht. Christian's legal team tried to have the case dismissed, arguing there was no merit, but the judge denied their motion and allowed the case to go to trial. That alone tells you the court believes there's enough credible evidence to move forward. Then there's Justin. According to court documents from a woman named Tyreek Connerly, Justin allegedly lured her to Los Angeles under the guise of helping her break into the entertainment industry, offering to hook her up with connections at Revolt TV through his father. She says he arranged her flight, a driver, and everything seemed legit. But once she landed in LA, things took a horrifying turn. She claims Justin offered her drinks and substances she believes were laced. Later, 3 men arrived, 2 of them masked, one of them allegedly Diddy himself. She recognized him not only by his build and behavior, but because Justin referred to him directly as Hops. What followed, according to the lawsuit, was a brutal, repeated assault that lasted from Saturday night into the next day. The woman claims the 3 men took turns assaulting her while she was incapacitated. This is the environment Ava was living in. This is the world she was adopted into. So now that she's missing, people are terrified about what could have happened, and it gets more complicated. Word on the street is that Diddy only recently found out about Ava's disappearance, and when he did, he reportedly lost his mind. He allegedly believed Ava was staying with her biological family during his trial, which is why she didn't show up to court like the rest of his children. But now that he's learned she's gone, he's said to be furious and threatening revenge on anyone who might have harmed her. Say what you want about Diddy, and, trust me, there's a lot to say, but when it comes to his kids, he turns into something primal. A real Papa Bear. And if someone did hurt Ava, if someone under his roof betrayed her trust, they better start running, because Diddy, he's coming for blood. What do you think really happened to Ava? Drop your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to watch the next video, diving deeper into Diddy's sons, the lawsuits, and how this entire empire might be collapsing from the inside.